Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay
Hey, you want my third overall pick and another first-round pick for your #1 pick?
Charles Davis, and Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club.
Third overall and a second first-round pick.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think.
I worry about next year with next year, too.
All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Trying to see if I got any options this year.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Ready, okay, just like that, just like that. Jump.
A first down throw for Winston. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the counter. Childers. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 36-yard line.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Bucks are going to be out of it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
At least you still got a team in it.
It's second down. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They put together a strong effort last week.
#1, dog.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, I'm saying watch
it. Good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way.
Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good.
Baltimore lost to New Orleans.
On play action, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away.
My third overall?
Points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it.
Hey, third overall in my like the 20th overall for the number 1.
And I want Calvin.
And
I want Calvin.
I ain't hear you.
I said, and I want Calvin.
Why?
That's my offer. Take it or leave it.
There, you saw the end result.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Marshall. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They go play action. Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
You know I always talk about when teams line up for long field goals, that you should be in a safe defense.
Right.
What happened?
But you're also in a position here where this is a
Is it before the or after the 5-minute mark?
Maybe they use their aggressiveness against them on that fake.
Yeah, with a low trajectory, they're coming in hot, trying to block it. You're right, and obviously a good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Winston. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play,
I'm looking at the replay. Fake field goal.
Winston from the gun on
Broke
3rd
tackle.
down. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for
Fake
the
play,
Tampa
Nick.
Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers.
And they ended up kicking a field goal anyway.
Look out.
Oh, that's
That was
extra
the
point.
9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain.
I ain't have a dog in the fight no more, so it ain't bothering me.
On third down, Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Bosa brothers. Both of them. And he wants to number
here as they try the run-pass option. And this will leave him a yard
not
short.
second round pick,
Nice
but number
pickup
2
of 9
pick.
yards on first down.
To move up one slot.
On second down, Childers. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 71 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On second and 11 now. Winston is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to... interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No game. A 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down. Marshall firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Casey. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Marshall nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Looking to throw. Marshall. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago, and we still have more than a half a football to play.
Turn number 7.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
He almost had one all the way back from deep. He started at like the 3-yard line.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz? A good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They got him in. It's Woods. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Woods. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Operating from the gun, Marshall dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Wide open receiver complete. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Oh.
And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied.
Take the defense out of the game.
So all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Hey, we got 4 down.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3. And the ball is knocked out. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left, and that's caught inside the 35. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to get their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Their backup sucks.
Winston going to get this out to Evans. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Y'all struggling with Tampa, Nick.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before.
Huh?
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down now, it's Woods. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my
You're bad, little brother.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it.
Did you win against Dallas?
Third down. And this is caught.
Oh, Terry finna get home field advantage. Oh, man.
Late game, Van Hurst takes a touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right?
Oh, you look playing your backup too.
We lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
You still got something to play for.
Field goal. It does give them a lead, but this one's still certainly a long way from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy.
If you lose and Terry win, he get home field advantage.
But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a
easier to win in Washington than it is in Atlanta.
Look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up? Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kenny Golladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
Tampa Bay. He gone.
75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go.
Hey,
remember,
Galloway.
Is it a straight line 75 yards, too? Got to have a little extra in there.
Galloway still got it, Hunter.
A well-deserved seat on the bench. A little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ain't had no room for him on my roster, dog. Being too old, man.
Set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Devin.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for them, too.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken
He loses, so it don't matter.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On 4th down, Marshall. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final time.
Tampa beat that nigga.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And they'll indeed take a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is right through. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle.
Sorry, I wanted you to win the game, man.
Defense with one last exclamation mark.
Just in case they went to that little coin flip thing you was talking about, I might have had a chance.
To see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield.
Huh?
Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
Backup just
Wait
couldn't
till
get
you
the
tail
job done.
up, though.
Huh?
Huh?
My backup just couldn't get the job done.
Well, they could.
How many of y'all came to win? mention my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm on. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't
Who?
I come to bright. I ain't
Oh, I don't know. It ain't me, that for sure.
I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time.